Hi, welcome back to my channel. Let's get cinematic. My name is Tiffany, and everything we discuss on this channel has to do with physical media. So before I even start this video, I have just a few disclaimers. So I do apologize for my energy level. I've had a lot happen over the last week. So my family and I went on vacation the July 4th week. When we usually go on vacation, we do have 3 fur babies that we board with a trusted facility that we've used time and time again. So while we were on vacation, we got a call that our beloved bulldog Savannah had passed away. It was an unexpected passing. We still don't know for sure 100% what happened. So that did happen. So we've been extremely sad and grieving the loss of our baby because she was 1 month away from her 4th birthday, so she was very young. So we still, again, don't know what happened. We're not placing any blame on anybody. It's, you know, it was a freak accident that happened, and so my energy level's a little down from that. Also, I woke up today feeling under the weather. And then lastly, the video that I'm putting out today is a little behind because, again, my family and I were on vacation week of July 4th, but I am doing the Rad Pack Challenge of the 9 movies that made me. So I'm going to go ahead and get started into that. And then again, just like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, always leaving comments down, you know, opinions or constructive criticism, anything you'd like to see me do, anything like that, please put down in the comments. I would greatly appreciate that. So to get started, to pick 9 movies that made me was extremely, extremely hard. I do have one honorable mention at the very end that is near and dear to my heart as well, so I don't want to leave it out. So I'll just go ahead and get started with that. So the very first, and they're not in any kind of order, I'm just picking off the pile. So if I'm also looking down, it's because I'm picking them up to show you guys. So the first movie is Mystic Pizza. It was a movie that was done in the 80s, I think like 88. So I grew up watching this as, you know, approaching teenage years. So watching it, it was about a group of friends that worked at a pizza shop, and each of the friends were going through their own thing, whether it to be relationships or, you know, just different things that they were going through. And I found myself being able to relate to it. So it is definitely a movie that has made me or influenced me as I was growing up. So the second movie, I think this came out in 4th grade for me. I remember I was at a friend's birthday party and she had gotten this movie for her birthday, which kind of seems inappropriate now that I'm thinking about it, but was Dirty Dancing with Jennifer Grey and Patrick Swayze. This screams my childhood. Like, if I think of the movies that I watched a lot of, this was definitely one of them. So I felt that it was definitely a movie that needed to be in the 9 movies that made me. The next one, this is a comfort watch for me. So if I'm just sitting at home bored and just looking for something to do or watching TV, I will always grab for this movie, and it is Pretty in Pink. Oops, sorry. With the light back there is pretty bright. With Molly Ringwald and John Cryer. It is probably in my top 5 faves. I am huge on rom-coms and chick flicks. They are probably my 2nd or 3rd favorite in a genre. So I do own a lot of them. So this movie definitely, again, you know, growing up in high school, watching it and seeing like the things that they were going through, I just felt like I could relate to this movie as well. So that is another one. So this one was a little bit, I was a little bit older. I was out of high school when I first watched this movie, but it was definitely a movie that I have had in my collection over the years. I do need to upgrade it to Blu-ray though. I think that it's on Blu-ray. So I'm going to actually look at that when I get off here. But so the movie is Crush with Alicia Silverstone in it. So I do have it on DVD. I've had this movie for a really long time. It still has its sticker on it. So my favorite genre is horror and thrillers, and in my opinion this would fall under a thriller. So I really enjoyed it. definitely a good watch. I don't think of all the videos that I've watched people do the 9 That Made Me. I'm not sure if Crush made it on anybody's list, but it is definitely a good movie. Definitely one that I will always have in my collection. I probably won't even get rid of my DVD once I upgrade. I'll probably keep it too because I've had it for a very long time. So the next one, which I just watched, my husband and I just watched the other day. We were looking for something to watch right before we go to bed. And then I said, hey, have you seen Adventures in Babysitting? And he's like, no, I've never seen that movie. So I'm like, oh, we definitely got to watch that. So that is the next one on my list, which is Adventures in Babysitting. Also got it on DVD. Do not have it on Blu-ray. I'm not sure if there is a Blu-ray release. I'm sure there probably is. But like I have stated before, I have a huge DVD collection as well as a Blu-ray. So, you know, I upgrade as I can, or if I see them on Blu-ray, then, you know, I'll pick them up. But Adventures in Babysitting, again, is just a movie that I watched over and over as even a young adult. I watched this movie. It's been in my collection for years. So yes, this is definitely another one that I would say the 9 That Made Me was definitely this one. Okay, so this next one, again, I was young. I think I was still in grade school when I first watched this. I do remember my dad himself was a physical media collector. So he bought me this VHS tape years and years ago, but he would absolutely hide it from me all the time because I watched it over and over. There was a couple of them in this pile, actually, that I watched over and over, and then he would hide from me because he was tired of seeing it, and that is Grease, the original Grease. Sorry for my ring light. It is like super bright back there. Again, in DVD. I do own this in Blu-ray, but I just picked it up when I was going through my DVD collection, so I just picked it out to show you. It's a classic. I mean, I don't know what else to say about it. Again, you know, seems like a lot of the movies that made me were high school movies, or, you know, and just stuff that I could relate to. So, yes, that definitely made my list. Now, this next one is the other one that my dad had bought me as a young kid, and he would hide from me. But this one I religiously watched until the VHS tape was like pretty much destroyed. So from watching it over and over and over and rewinding and rewinding. So is Teen Witch. Let me see that. Yes, it's also in DVD. But this movie, oh gosh, there's so much nostalgia with this movie. I still to this day watch it. I watch it now and think, wow, it's kind of cheesy, but back then I thought it was everything, and it was my favorite movie growing up as a teenager too as well. So yes, this is definitely one of my top 5 faves in my collection, especially rom-coms or, you know, chick flicks or whatever you guys want to call them. This will definitely make the top 5. So this one, so these last two, my father, again, was a physical media collector, and his favorite genre was horror. So I grew up watching it. It is now my favorite genre as well. But so 2 movies really stand out to me. Some of you might not even have heard of either of these, or some might have, I don't know. So the first movie that I want to mention is called The Children. This is a Trauma release, and some people get it confused, but this is the movie where the kids are in the bus, they get into an accident, there's some like dangerous gas that's like leaking from, you know, this big industrial company, and then the bus crashes, and then the kids all end up, you know, they have like black fingernails, and everything that they touch, it like burns them. So it was terrifying to me as a child to watch it, but I grew up, you know, with it in my collections. I think I bought this movie years ago, but it is very near and dear to my heart. My dad has passed away, so he is no longer with us. So when I watch this, it just brings back a lot of memories for me that, you know, that I just like to keep near and dear to my heart. So the last one is another one that my father had that I grew up watching, of course, on VHS. And this is called Creepers. It used to have another name called Phenomenon. I have that copy as well, but Creepers is definitely a movie. I left it for last because it really does bring back a lot of my childhood, a lot of memories with my father. Some people may have never even heard of the movie, but it is a really good, you know, film that brings back a lot of memories of my childhood and why I like horror to this day, why it is my favorite genre. So them are the 9 movies that made me. The one honorable mention was E.T. E.T. was probably one of my youngest memories for a movie to watch. I do own it. I didn't pull it, but I do own it. So I did want to give that an honorable mention as well. I didn't watch that one as much as I did some of the ones that I mentioned in this pile, like Teen Witch and Grease and Dirty Dancing and stuff like that. But it was definitely on my top list of the movies that made me. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I do, again, apologize for my my demeanor's a little down today. I'm a little sad. I'm feeling a little under the weather. So I hope you enjoyed this. I will put another video out on Sunday. Also, if you follow Bob's Blu-rays, I will be on there on Tuesday, I think at 8:30 for the Steelbook tournament. So I will be joining them as well. So thank you for watching. Again, don't hesitate to leave a comment down. Let me know what you'd like to see. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and you have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.